will get you to a point where you can get everything included in the model. And that's the ultimate goal, is to get you to a point where you're able to get this thing done, get renderings out of it, and produce the document. Okay? So for the Revit 1, all you're really doing are the walls, the doors, and the windows. After that, anything extra gets put into Revit 2. If you have them done already, do not erase them. Okay? When you submit it, just give it to your TA. They know how to turn on and off things in order to see what is, the bare bones minimum of what's created. Okay? So, from that, I just did this early this morning. Took me all of 30 seconds to get everything done. Okay? They are general walls. They don't have any material associated with them. The generic walls are used by architects when they want to actually get dimensions. Okay? It is one of those things where it produces 2 lines and that's it. And as we talked last week, I showed you that changing a wall type is fairly straightforward. Let's just do brick on wood stud here, okay? Because when we change it, it literally changes what this wall is made up of, all right? If you edit the wall type here, it actually shows you under the structure what this thing is made up of, all right? Now, when you get into the walls, you'll notice up there, it says core boundary. All right? Anything dealing with the structure itself that is supportive, or even in the case of non-supported walls, the stuff in the middle that holds everything else up is normally the studs or the CMU block or some sort of structural component. Has to go between the core boundary, top and bottom there. All right? Everything else is attached to that structure. The drywall, in this case, or the plaster, right, has to go outside of the core boundary. Otherwise, if you throw everything inside the core boundary, it's going to give you this error message. And it's going to drive you nuts because it says can't make, wall type. So if you keep the studs inside the core boundary, the finishes outside the core boundary, you'll notice these identify specific things. You've got basically, 5, 6 types here. Structure 1, that's what the wall is made up of, the studs, or a block wall or concrete, whatever it might be. That's the only thing you can add structure to. Substrate could be, in this case, exterior sheathing, interior drywall, whatever. All right? In this case, substrate would be on the outside, the sheathing that you attach to either the siding or the brick to. All right? Thermal air, any kind of air barrier is there identified for you. You have finish 1 and 2 because you could have an interior and an exterior finish. You want to identify them. And then a membrane layer, waterproof. Okay? Those are the only types, and you have to identify them accordingly. Otherwise, it gives you this error message that says you cannot make the wall type. Like a given problem at such and such. It will tell you. Now, when you load a template, a lot of these walls are created for you. All right? It's not to say that they will be the exact wall you want or need. But you have this library of walls that are predetermined if you use a template. Now, I've had several emails. I'm in such and such building, I can't find the templates. Where are they? I don't know. Okay? If you're in Noi, it's very simple. There's a window in the left-hand corner. And in it's a folder called Library. All right? Libraries. If you click on it and then open up, problem is it doesn't do it really here. So it's impossible. File new, you hit browse. Okay, over here, you get this whole thing here. There should be a library here that is related to Revit in Nord. If you click on that and then open this thing up to actually show the path, one of these folders is going to be RVT 2016. That's the one you're looking for. And inside of it, you will find the templates. You'll find the libraries. You'll find everything dealing with what you need. Okay? That's the one you got to search for. And unfortunately, ITAP installs it differently than the dorms, that installs it differently than ECN. It's all over the place. So I really don't know the path, but that's the one you need. Worst case scenario, open up your project. When you go to lab, as a template that you'll be able to find, even physics, if you're over in the physics building, find the template. Once you've opened your project in that template, you don't have to worry about it anymore. All right? Because it will just open up automatically for you, no matter where you go. All right? So there's that aspect of it. Well, once you get things open, okay, lots of things, for this little one, select the template that's going to best suit what you need. This is a little residential house. So I would probably pick residential house template, or residential template. Your final project, big apartment complex. And even though it has components of residential, it's more commercial based. So I would probably pick commercial template or architectural template, which is sort of a step above residential. Okay? So pick the template that's best going to suit what the project dictates. All right. Now that we got all these walls in here, a couple shortcut things here you need to know about. If you hover above a window and hit the tab key, it will select every wall in that string that you created. Okay? It's a really quick way to select a large group of walls, or a set, as I call them. Once you've done that, you can come over here and change it real quickly to brick on wood stud, or whatever, exterior wood siding on wood stud. So you get all this stuff. I really am not particular here. And there is no set correct answer for the wall type you select. Pick one. Pick two. Sure. Let's just change this back to brick. It really doesn't matter. Okay? Exterior wood shingle, brick, wood stuff. Have fun with it. Play around. If you want to go crazy and do what is called a stacked wall, go for it. In here, at the very bottom, there's a thing called stack wall. All right? Click on it. You'll notice it's got wood shakes and brick. All right? Pretty straightforward. Now, as you edit this thing, the stacked wall is not one that you can edit because it uses wall types you've already created. All right? If I went in here and edit this thing, I've got two choices. I use, in this case, an exterior wood shingle and a wood on brick. I can change this one if I wanted it as siding. Sure, let's change it to that. And I don't want my brick going up quite so high. Let's take it to 4 feet. Okay? Hit OK, hit OK, and you'll notice it changes to that. You cannot physically change the wall type here in a stacked wall. You can only reference the other wall types in the basic walls that you have. So if you want something very unique, go to a basic wall, create it, and then you can use it in the stacked wall. All right? Fairly straightforward. Now, let's actually come up here and edit one of these things. I want something called ethos, which is the new term for stucco. It's an exterior insulated finishing system. It is the new term for stucco. Okay? So I want EPUS on this thing. Duplicate the wall. Anytime you want to change something, duplicate it first so that you don't screw up the original wall type and the family. Once I duplicated it, I can come in here and I can say EPUS. EPUS on wood stud, which is fine. Hit OK.